Hey guys, Jason from the Glitter Guy here, and I just thought that I'd do a real quick tutorial on Christmas ornaments. This is very fast. It takes probably under a minute to complete a single ornament, and is great for Christmas Eve craft or anything, weekends leading up to. So let's get started with what we need. First, plastic is what I prefer so that it doesn't break, obviously, but you can use glass. But plastic ornaments, they come in different sizes and shapes. I've been using a lot of the round ones like I have hanging on the tree here. They have disc style, so this has a little more of a flat surface area so that you can actually apply a decal to it afterwards, which we're going to do. And they also have ones shaped like bulbs, bigger sizes. All of them can be done in the exact same fashion as the ones that I'm going to do for you guys here. After the ornaments, we need our adhesive, which we're going to use polyacrylic. I've tried different options. Polyacrylic I have found is just the simplest way, most economical, use very little product, and it lasts a very long time. So you can get polyacrylic at any hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, anything like that. Very easy to find. What I did for ease of use was I got one of these cheap bottles. You can get these on Amazon. I filled it up with my polyacrylic. I obviously put the label. I like to label all my stuff so I don't forget what's in there and I don't grab the wrong bottle. And you'll see why it's very helpful, but the nozzle and the small opening is the key right there. Lastly, what we're gonna need is the glitter. I find that fine glitters are the best for this. They coat it a lot more thoroughly. So you can use medium cuts as well, but sometimes you have to do a second coat of the polyacrylic after it cures. And you can do chunkies also, but I just personally prefer fine, so that's what we're gonna go with today. We have Blue Lagoon, is a holographic fine, and Mim is a purpley holographic fine cut. So let's get started. First, we need a little plastic Dixie cup for a waste cup too. We're gonna take our polyacrylic, put it into your ornament. You can fill it up, a little bit. Doesn't take too much. Put our cap back on. And you wanna just swirl it around until you get a nice coat. You'll see it. Coat it white. That's how you know where the adhesive is. Don't worry, when it dries clear. And that's why we have our cup. We're just gonna let it pour out into the cup, keep rotating so that you make sure you get all of the edges. And the great part about these little Dixie cups is you can kind of just sit your ornament there and let that continue drip drying while we prep our second ornament. So we're gonna do the same exact thing with this guy. We're gonna take the polyacrylic, squirt it in there, cap her back up. Similarly, obviously it's not quite as round, so your twirling is maybe a little bit different. The opening's a little bigger, so make sure you're doing this over your cup so you don't get any spills. But same thing, we're just gonna keep on spinning and let it drain out slowly so we get some nice coverage. Make sure that polyacrylic coats the entire surface of the inside. Now, because of the shape of this one, I can't just let it sit. I tried it before and it just wants to tip. So we're gonna hold this one and just tap it a couple times until we're good to go. And we are there. All right, let's put our polyacrylic to the side. That can get poured right back in when we're finished. What you wanna do in order to get your glitter in here is make yourself a little funnel. So I just have a scrap piece of paper, nothing fancy. If you've never made a funnel with paper, you just roll it in a cone until you get the opening that you like. And then we're gonna tape it in place. My dentist will be very pleased to see what I just did. Tape it, there you go. One cheap funnel. Put it in like so. I chose Mim for my larger ornament. You can pour in as much as you want because it's gonna all get saved. Any excess is gonna get saved. There's very little waste with this craft. just like we did with the polyacrylic. We're gonna just rotate, rotate, rotate. You can see, you can do it right over. You can have a separate cup, a piece of paper to dump your excess. I personally just go right back in because I made sure that all your drips were out. Do not go right back into your shaker if you still have some drips, because you don't want any of that getting into your glitter. And that's it. Put your top back on. That is one beautiful ornament. We're gonna let that sit for a moment while we finish our other round guy. Let's get Blue Lagoon open. Same thing, I wanna take my funnel and make sure I tapped out any excess glitter so that we're good to go. Get my lid off. Pour it in there, plenty. Said doesn't take much, but you can always put in extra because it's going right back into the shaker, whatever it isn't used. Same thing, nice rotation. Right over your shaker. Very little waste, like I said, with this craft. Any of the excess glitter goes back in, any of the excess polyacrylic goes back in the bottle. And you can just about do this endlessly, and it's so satisfying. It's a great way to get a real good look of your glitter. It looks awesome. It's fun and easy. You can definitely do this with kids, with family. I just want to get my polyacrylic poured back in because that is time sensitive for it to dry. So the least amount of time that we're exposing it out to the air, the least amount of time that we're messing it up. So lastly, like I said to you guys, you can put decals on these. You can do names, personalizations, faces. I have a few different decals. These are white back decals that we have on our website. What that means with the white backing is that you don't have to do anything underneath. It'll show up on any color. I chose the Believe one. It's a little bit shorter, so because of the slight roundness of the ornament, it is a little easier to apply and get to lay flat. So we're going to trim around the decal as tight as possible because it's easier to apply, less surface. Alright, we're all trimmed up. Peel it off. You can see it's not it is opaque when it has the white backing. It's not transparent. It'll come right up. There you go. One complete Christmas ornament. Alright, so that is an ornament with a decal and an ornament without. Two different shapes. Like I said, you have other options that you can find at the stores if you guys are interested. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick, easy tutorial for quick Christmas ornaments. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and check out theglitterguy.com.